was just catching up with a friend earlier today, and it again came across my dashboard. She had experienced a life event and survived it, and is coming back and doing some amazing things, realizations, and understanding that she still needs to be here. There's a reason for her being here, but doctors, everybody that she was involved with within the emergency flat out said to her, you don't survive this if you aren't as strong as you were coming in. And I hear this all the time, and no details on her because it's private, but even, them denying my dad, who's buys into a model just like everyone else buys into a certain model. You buy into a level of medicine to a level that you want help. And even their model, the model that he buys into, denied him a surgery because they flat out said, we can't do this surgery on you because you are not strong enough. The possibility of you surviving the effects of this surgery are very, very low. And they'll even make the executive decision. So even in their world, which I may not agree with and participate in, and even in the alternative world, which I may not agree with and participate in, but nobody can deny, bottom line, being stronger in this life helps you adapt to this life. I don't like the whole thing of, I'd used to say it was like train to survive, eat to live, or become hard to kill. I hear that a lot, and it's not. I just have since seen greater things or deeper things, and there's just a depth to, just survive. I don't want to live a life where I'm just surviving. I want to live a life where I'm thriving, and survival is just an automatic. Survival is just of course I would do what's necessary to survive because I want to thrive over here. I want to do all this cool shit over here. So I'm going to do what's necessary. I'm not just going to survive or become hard to kill. That's under the presumption that something is out to get you. And I don't like living that way. That's along the lines of training or doing something to prevent an injury, or eating to prevent disease, or living, doing light, doing all these things that are all these superficial, very simple, basic things in life and essentials in life, but doing them for a means of preventing or delaying sickness and disease and preventing injury. And just living in that manner is just asking for your body to express exactly what you're trying to prevent. And then you can use it as an opportunity, so it's never too late. It's always an opportunity through symptoms and injury, as I said. That's why they're there. But we can't deny this. And then something with strength nowadays, and everybody will say, yeah, that's why you see a lot of people, stronger now than ever. Society's so strong now because we're all working out and we're so strong, and there's podcasts and there's Navy SEALs, and they've are leading fucking classes at 4:30 a.m. at Walmart parking lot doing all this bullshit, and it's lift weights 3 times a week, run 3 times a week, do this cold, don't drink alcohol, do all this stuff. And it's just, my God, the appearance of strength is a lot different than being truly strong. And we have what looks very strong now more than ever. And aside from testosterone and hormone injections and peptide injections and all these things, rules that people are breaking to create a facade of the appearance of strength, but I've never seen us as weak as we are now, especially those that pose strong. And you see this when you either, 1, work with people, or 2, have a conversation with them, or just 3, listen to them, where it wouldn't take much for something to just cut through that person. It wouldn't take much to derail that person, because although there's the appearance of strength, and we're doing things and we're working and we're putting in effort, but it's all, again, almost like we're hiding under strength, or we're trying to, be so strong we don't have to go into some things. We don't have to be honest. It's like we're so strong so we can hide, or we're so strong so we don't have to be honest with ourselves. that I've never seen more of now more than ever. And I was a participant in that as well, and continue to move forward, and learn and evolve and adapt. But there's this like true strength I keep talking about, which being truly strong is also understanding when to be gentle. And you can only be gentle if you're fucking radically strong. And then there's a time to be fucking resilient and resistant and forceful. And you can only do that when you understand what grace and gentleness come from. You need both to do both, but there is a time and place to be both. And now, again, as I've said, just in 24 years, I've never seen such a divide of this appearance of strong to hide and not be honest, and then this soft, everything happens for a reason, and we're just going to hum and chant and ohm our way to Elysium and 5D and all this other shit. And there's no blend in between, and both sides are just dumping off a cliff and then yelling health freedom on the way down. I keep saying this, or health or longevity or whatever it is. So there's something to be said for just straight brute grit, nasty strength that can appear to sustain you, but at some point you're going to be face to face. The truest level is sitting face to face with yourself in the mirror and being able to answer honestly. Or even in the relationships, when we said I was having people list some things, and I said the stuff that needs to be on the list that you need to pull out is the things you don't want to write down. And that takes a level of strength to admit that and then go in and do the work, because the capacity for you to do the work and be honest with yourself there, not even just the energy capacity to hold the symptoms. Symptoms cost, man. Damn, to form a symptom or express a symptom, it costs so much fucking energy. And that budget and your energy budget comes from your mass of musculature. I call it now like coherent or usable muscle, because again, we have muscle that we don't know how to comprehend what it is. We don't even know how to use it. It's just there. And again, that'll get you through certain things, but when it comes down to it, you toe to toe with yourself, it's going to be tough. So in regards to what I think strength is, but across the board, bottom line, let's make it very simple. Universally, the stronger a human is, the more adaptable they are going to be, and the opportunity for adaptation, because it's not the survival of fittest, it's not the fittest that survive, it's the most adaptable. And again, to be able to see where to adapt and why to adapt and what changes happen, you to be able to raise your threshold up here, that once life was pumping you down here and was breaking you, well, now you just elevated your system here, that life hits down here, and you can calmly look and calmly assess, even when in a hospital, even when under dire circumstances, you can still sit there and look at it and go, okay, what's best for me right now? What do I need to do? The greater the level of true, coherent, comprehensive strength that you have versus kind of the barbaric, militant, competitive sort of version of strength that we have now, which is mostly to hide under. We can hide the cracks, we can hide the truth, we can hide underneath this state of what appears to be very, very strong. And again, there's a difference between being strong and impressive in training and then shitty in life. Like, you don't get where life is, but you're amazing at lifting and training and exercise. You're what is it? Kenny Powers is like, I'm not trying to win at exercise. And then there's you fail in training, you be really bad in your training, and you seek out training that just you are never good at, so that you thrive in life, not just survive in life, and not become hard to kill, because that's just this disgusting fucking angry way of life. Anger is awesome, but as a means of living. So exciting to hear the opportunity my friend went through and what she's got coming up, because she's here for a reason. It'll be great to see what she realizes. But again, can't deny when the medical traditional medicine says, had you not been so strong, this would have been a different outcome, or to deny a surgery because you weren't strong enough to do it. That's what we're talking about from a high performance training angle. True training, true strength, coherency, comprehension in that goes much further, much deeper to then draw out the things we hide, draw out the things that we're being dishonest with ourselves. We may not even know it, but when it happens, we're going to need strong feet to stand on it, face it.